Hey Norwalk, Jerry Dryman, Exit Relay North Star. Luckily I have another business owner here in the Norwalk area. We're really happy to have her joining us today. Again, I want to just remind you, we're out trying to learn about the businesses of Norwalk, and we are trying to provide the information for you so you can learn a little bit more about all the great things that are offered here in Norwalk from products and services for our kids all the way up through things that we personally need or fixed and those type of things. So really appreciate you watching the video again. Very fortunate enough to have the owner of Music for Tots with me here. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your business and kind of what you do.
Yeah, so my name's Amanda Meyer. I'm the owner and teacher for Music Class for Tots. I live here in Norwalk, and I provide music classes for children ages birth through preschool around the community at daycare centers, stuff like that. And I offer child parent evening classes here in the community too. So
cool. And if someone's interested in learning a little bit more about your business, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so I have a website. It's www.musicclassfortots. I'm also on Facebook, just Music Class for Tots there. Yeah.
As a parent, I know how important music is for young children.
Yes.
I remember my kids, I'm old, but watching like the little Einstein videos with the music and so forth.
Yes.
So there's a lot of studies of how important that is.
It is very important, and research has proven recently that it's even more important to start at an earlier age. Babies and toddlers, not waiting until they're in school, at the kindergarten level.
Mm-hmm.
So I love being able to offer that here in our community.
What type of activities do they do music-wise?
So I bring a lot of different instruments. They play instruments, we sing songs, a lot of them that they know, some of them are new or seasonal. I have a parachute, I have a big scrunchy thing that we do different activities, and so there's teamwork. I bring a lot of puppets and props. We do some dramatic play with different things. I also play guitar and ukulele, so we do sing-along stuff. We do a lot of movement and dance and stuff like that. So I don't expect them to be sitting. Obviously, we're up and moving a lot. So I keep them entertained and they have fun.
Okay, cool. What is it like to do business in Norwalk?
Well, I love it because it's, we're close to Des Moines, but it's still a very small town feel. Community, you can definitely feel that when you provide a business here in town. I love being able to see my parents and kids out in town when I'm shopping, and just getting to know them and also seeing them. I have 4 children as well that go to school here, so I'm seeing my students that I had 6 years ago, and now they're in elementary school and stuff like that. So
now as kids get older, are there classes for them or instrumental teaching, or is that kind of
so right now I'm just focused on birth through pre-K. I have done a few classes at the Cranston Pencils Rec Center for older kids. I kind of have something in the works maybe for a music camp next summer and the summers after that that I could do for older kids, because before I did this I taught K through 5 general music down in Indianola. So I have all that in my wheelhouse, but I'm kind of learning as I go and seeing what the community needs and doing that.
What made you start this business?
Well, so as I mentioned before, I used to teach K through 5 general music down in Indianola. I resigned after that to stay at home once I was pregnant with our first child. And so I stayed at home for a while, and then I went with a friend to a parent-child evening class up in Grimes, and it was a lot of fun, and my friend's like, Amanda, you could totally do this in our community. And so after her little nudge, I was like, I could really do that, I could. And so it just started with an evening class for families here in town. And I thought, if you bring your kids and I bring my kids, I'll at least have like 7 kids. I think we had between the two of us at the time. And since then, that was back in 2015, it's grown. And then I had daycare providers here in town say, hey, would you come to my house and do a daycare music class in my home? And I was like, absolutely, I'll do it. And then since then, I've partnered with daycare centers here in town. I do a few up in Des Moines. I visited libraries before, and then I have continued to cycle through my evening classes for families. I do those in the spring, fall, and the summer, and I just added a winter session. So I'm going to keep that going all year long with little breaks in between.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell the community that we didn't kind of talk about yet?
Well, go to my website. There's a lot of info. I have the registration link if they want to sign up and the flyers for upcoming classes. Also, make sure to like and follow me on Facebook, Music Class for Tots, because I'm always posting stuff there. If they have a child that attends daycare here in town, you know, all that info is there to get them signed up. So I would love to have them and just keep music going in our community and start it at an early age. So
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks for doing this little interview with me.
Yeah, thank
again,
you.
want to ask people to go out and support our local businesses. If you have children who are interested in music, it's fantastic. It's great for young kids to have some musical background and so forth with that. Again, if you like what you see here and you want to see if we have some other videos, if you go to my YouTube page, Jerry Driver Realtor, we do have other videos from other small business owners from Norwalk that maybe you've missed. A lot of great information there. But again, thank you, and please go out and support our local businesses.